What is up, guys? I'm Joe Von Grixen. I'm here with Hunter, the Pip Hunter Burkett. You might see that we have a guest here today that you're going to meet. His name is John. You want to say hi, John?
Hey, what's up?
You'll learn why he's here in just a second. We're pretty excited to have him on today. But if you're first time visitor to Pippin and Dippin Academy's YouTube channel, then please hit the subscribe button. You should see it in the left-hand corner of the screen on the video. Click it. Make sure you hit the notification button as well, so you get notified anytime we have a new video. And of course, if you like the video, you like our videos, we'd love to have you leave a comment behind. Make sure you pound that like button because it helps us out, helping more traders just like you that are looking for some solutions, maybe stuck in their trading right now. So without further ado, we are so excited today that we get to celebrate one of our students, John, who actually, not only did he just pass his FTMO challenge and verification process, he's already funded and live trading with a funded account. But without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Hunter. I'm going to let him kind of MC the rest of this and queue up some questions that we had for John. With that, guys, man, John, congratulations, brother. Again, this is so cool. This is so cool. But Hunter, it's all yours, buddy.
Cool deal. So you guys heard that that John passed his FTMO challenge, which is great. This is our very first student passing his FTMO, which is awesome. And you know, we're growing slowly, as we planned, as what we talked about in our previous videos. And we wanted to bring him on today, just so you can get another perspective from someone else other than Joe and I, talking about the principles and everything that from A to Z on how to make Forex work for you, right? And I guarantee you he's about to talk about, I'm let him talk about a little bit about his story, how he got into Forex, but he's gonna name some very, very key components of what it takes to be a successful trader in these markets. And you guys have already heard it, and we beat this drum all the time. So yeah, man. So John, just give us a little bit of your backstory, how you got into Forex, how you and then we'll roll into how we met and all that. So I'm sure they want to know that.
All right. So my very first experience with Forex was when I was about 19 or 20. And my roommates, I didn't have a job because I had just walked out of my last job. And my roommates got this job trading. They called it, that it was just foreign exchange. That's what they kept calling it. And they were always looking for people. So I was like, what the hell is that? Let me go check it out. So it ended up being this trading floor with it was a 3-month internship kind of thing where they paid you $10 an hour, 30 hours a week to trade on a demo account, but everybody had a live account that they were linked to. And when they found the trade they wanted, they would come over the intercom and you'd be like sitting there with your finger over the mouse button, waiting for them to say go. And then you get in, then you wait for them to say go, and you get out. And everybody had an account that had like $500 in it that they would trade. And there's usually about 100 people on the floor. So I passed that, and they gave me a laptop and a $500 account and all this stuff and free charts for a year. Back then, anytime you wanted to get charts, you had to pay. Like we were grandfathered in for a free subscription for the whole year, but the subscription was like $300 a month in 2004. Okay, so it was heavy. So anyway, this was back when Wi-Fi and wireless internet was a brand new thing. Hunter, you might not be old enough to remember, but I know Joe's old enough to remember those external Wi-Fi cards that you used to have, they used to get, because not all the laptops had them built in. So I lived out in the country, and one day I was in a trade. I had a bad habit of not setting stop losses right when I got in. And also back then, there was no such thing as a micro lot, mini lot and up. That's all. Okay. So I had a $500 account trading on a mini lot, and the Wi-Fi cut out. Took me about 20 minutes to get back online. The account had gone from $600 to about like $90. And it just scared me off of it. I didn't do it again for years and years and years and years and years. And then I got into the online marketing world, and then that's where I met the person that we all know. And then I was with him for a while, and you know, I don't want to say anything bad, but if it hadn't been for that group, then I probably wouldn't have gotten back into trading, because it was so streamlined to get back in.
Yeah.
And then through them, I met y'all, and then had a little falling out with that group, and then joined y'all's group.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny how the world works, man. It's crazy. It's like you could go to a different country and be having some drinks with your wife, and they say, and I could just be sitting at the bar or something. Somebody say, Hunter, and I'm clear across the country, and it just how it works like that. How you run into people and things like that, and how we joined the group together, and pretty much Joe and I were brand new, fresh babies to trading. You know what I'm saying? And then now look at us. We're all three, prospering in Forex, and it's been a really good journey. And just in general, Joe and I seen the reason why we created Pippin and Dippin is because of all the and that's where you learn it from, experiences and people failing, right? So we wanted to create an environment where not only are we trying to simplify trading, whatever strategy that you're trading, in our case, we trade market maker, but simplify market maker, and also increase and double down, hit the drums, all on mindset, because this is completely 100% or 95% mental game, right? This is a mental game. You're literally trading money. I was listening to a guy at the gym today, and he was telling me, I don't think I could ever start a business or trade. And I was like, why? He said, I don't like losing. I don't like losing money. And I said, man, scared money never makes any money. And, and it's true. It's very, very true. The more you hoard it, in the value of our dollar, the value of everything, it's just going down. So it's not you having cash on you all the time and having it in the bank. It's not doing nothing, right? So, and that's the way we looked at it. So we created Pippin and Dippin so people can join and have that, simplified market maker slash or more on the mindset side. But that and then also you joined you did the VIP with us too as well. And the results you got in the VIP were great, were really, really good. And it's just the fact of you applying all the rules. And I think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I really do think you going down the path of FTMO, I think FTMO challenges keep people in check, if I'm right. You see what I'm saying? So you're like, how somebody goes to work and their boss comes with them a set of rules, boom, and they lay them on the table. And it's either you do those rules, you do that job, or you get fired, right? So, and I feel like that mentality arouses inside of you if you're still having that 9-to-5 life. When you get a set of rules and somebody's like, hey, I'm about to give you $10, $20, $50,000 to trade with, and you get 80% of the profits, it's immediate discipline, immediate. I'm perked up, I'm ready to go, right? And you're not going to mess up. You're going to dot your I's, you're going to cross your T's and stuff like that. So hats off to you, man. Like, honestly, like as much Zoom calls as we've been on, and shit talking we've done, and all the stuff, all the trading we've done together, and as the amount of growing we've done with each other, and to see you do this, man, is incredible, man. And you know that we set out, like, Joe and I is not trying to put Pippin and Dippin 5, 6, 7,000 members in the group. I don't want that. I want people passing these FTMOs and making enough money to quit their jobs. That's true financial freedom, right? If you can be independently on your own, making your own money, that's the sauce. Not putting 7,000 people in a system and hoping somebody spreads their wings and flies. I just don't get it like that, So what I wanted, and again, me and Joe can celebrate you and celebrate you. I'm super happy that you passed your FTMO, but I also want to know, or everybody wants to know, what are the core principles of why you think you passed? Like straight up, you can give 5, 10, whatever you want to do.
Pretty much the reverse of the law of insanity. Like
There you
just
go.
do the same thing every time. Like do the same thing every time. But I will say that like in the beginning, I looked at it and I was like 10%. That's it. That's
Yeah,
all I got to do.
Yeah.
But I'm used to making 10% and sometimes a single trade, but sometimes I'll hold it for like a 6 or 7 or 8% drawdown, and you can't do that.
yeah.
So it definitely made me kind of hone my stuff in. But it's pretty much, I mean, I think the main thing about why I passed is just because I didn't get emotional about it. Like I just left those out because I mean, ultimately I paid about $180 to get funded with a $10,000 account. So I mean, $180, come on.
Yeah.
That was just gone. So I think one of the keys is that if you're going to do the challenge, the money that you put in to do it, like you have to be able to completely lose that money. Like you can't, just like with all trading, you have to be able to lose that money. Like in your head, you have to, because if you can't, then you're going to do all kinds of stupid stuff like getting in and out of trades too early or just forcing trades. That's one of the worst ones. And just I think it's mostly just discipline. That's why it was easy, because like I said, 10% is nothing.
Yeah.
Like
how many trades how many trades was it for your challenge? So for those of you that don't know, like the FTMO, they do a challenge which is 10%, correct, John?
Yeah.
And then 5% for the verification, so it's like a second phase.
Yeah.
They're both minimum 10 trading days, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. How many trades approximately did it take you to get there?
Out
of curiosity. I remember looking at your, I don't remember, I looked at your analysis.
57 and 36.
57 and 36.
And that's with about a 70 to 80% win rate.
Right on. Right
on. Yeah, 57. And that's like a lot. Yeah. Like to make 10%, to me, that was like a lot,
Yeah.
But to be honest, I signed up for a challenge and I failed it in 2 days, and then I went right back into another one. So because like that one where I failed in 2 days, I was like, okay, I gotta kind of bring it in a little bit.
Okay, cool. I know you got some more, Hunter. I'm sorry, I was just curious. I forgot off the top of my head.
And I just want to say, 57 trades and whatever 10 trading days, guys. When you come to the Forex market and you're brand new, you're eventually going to figure out what type of trader you are. If you're a scalper, if you're an intraday trader, you're a swinger, whatever. John is a scalper, okay? And I was writing down some things as he was talking, and as you heard at the beginning, he took it serious. For one, hard set of rules, okay? Discipline with his trading plan, okay? Trades one pair. He trades one pair.
I think that helped a lot, was just not even worrying about other pairs. Actually, most of the losses that I took were when I tried to take a gold trade or a GU trade or something like that. I was like, nah, I'm just gonna stick to my guy.
Yeah. And see, he's a scalper, guys. So, being in and out of the market, you're going to be taking more trades. Yeah, you are exposed more to the market, but when you've got it down to a science like John does, that's his way of viewing the market, and there's no problem with that. If it works for you and you're consistently pulling money out of the market or consistently passing FTMOs, I don't see a problem with it, right? So, and also, guys, if you're trading FTMO, you have to be using proper risk management. You have to, or you ain't getting the money, right? So, number 3, he was using proper risk management from the get-go. Number 4, he treated it serious and he treated it like a job. Okay. He woke up every day with the correct mindset, with the correct plan, with the correct risk management, and made it happen. Okay. And just like he said right here at the end, no emotions. No emotions was attached to any of this. Okay. And that's the problem with most Forex traders. The emotions get the best of them. It's just like gambling. How many times have you went into a casino? And it is, guys, us as human beings, we're attached to money. We are. It's just the way we are. Some people are not, but like that's the way we are. So when we lose, especially if you're a male, when you lose, males are so more competitive. When you lose, it affects you. Okay. And it affects you in a way that you can go down a path and you can make more bad decisions. And then it just goes left field from there. You don't want that, right? So as he told me 57 trades in, you know, in that time span, it's not a big deal. It's just, he's a scalper, right? So, and you know, the last thing
But
that
hold on, let me stop you. That's 57 positions,
okay.
because some of those were like 2 or 3 or 4 positions on a single trade.
Okay. Then
So
okay. So let's just half it then.
yeah.
See, that's I was going to ask you on that, because 57 trades, even scalping, is a lot in 10 days. I know on your challenge, but it's not a lot. But like you said, I figured you were stacking positions.
Yeah, a
If
few
you
of
did
them I
57,
was.
yeah. And I was gonna say, gosh, it just popped. Hunter said something, you said something. I was gonna chime in, and I was so like just enjoying what you guys were talking about. So if it pops back up, I'll say something. But man, I just, for those of you guys that don't know what FTMO is, basically, again, it's a funded trading account, but that you can get through companies, and you pay to go through these challenges. You get it refunded back to you, correct, John?
Yeah.
So like John was saying, he did $180. If you lose, if you don't pass the challenge, you lose the money. But if you pass the challenge, you get the money back. It's 100% refunded back to you, I believe, correct?
Yeah.
So just for those of you, so like for some of you out there that like don't have a big account, and you're like, gosh, you know, because Hunter and I have heard this a million times. I know John has as well over the last 2-3 years, especially, is like, man, when I have a $5,000 account, man, when I have a $10,000 account, man, when I have a $25,000 account. Well, this is a way that you can get there real quick.
Yeah.
And you go through those 2 challenges, basically, are a challenge and a verification is what they call it. Excuse me. And then they fund you with live money.
Yeah.
So, you know, anywhere from $10,000 to $250,000. I think what, Hunter, we've seen them up to like 500,000, I think.
Yeah. They also, you know, if you get let's say 100,000, 200,000, you're able to scale up, right? So if you're continually growing the account, you're able to scale up, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the way that works, from what I understand, is that if you make 10% over the course of a 4-month period, and you have at least 2 profitable profit splits where you get money, and your account is at the balance or above, then they will scale your account up 25% after 4 months. And then the next 4 months, I don't know if it's another 25% or if they put 50% on it, but I know that within a year you have 100% scale.
Awesome.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So you can,
But the
That's
thing
you
is, like, you can take that refund of the challenge and just take another challenge and then double your account right there.
yeah. Yeah, that's cool. That's
yeah,
cool,
that's
man.
real awesome. And if you guys don't know, FTMO is running a free challenge right now. Like, you get to go in there, you get to put your credentials in, and they give you a free account, a free challenge, and you're able to go in and try to do it on yourself. It's a demo. You don't have to pay for this one. And go in there and see if you can pass it. If you can pass that one, you can pass a real one.
Yeah.
Right. And go in there and see if you can bang it out. If not, you guys get on demo, you know, go through the process of what we just talked about. I mean, guys, this is all simplicity. We don't have to drag this out and talk about a conversation where John was, you know, pulling his hair out at, 10 years ago and this and that. We don't have to, because he already has the answers, and he just said them. He already has the answers. And it's these answers are the things that me and Joe beat on. We beat these drums all the time. And even myself, I even catch myself, and I talk about this all the time. I even show you guys the trades that we lose. I talk about this all the time. I'm bad about getting into a position where I'm winning really hard. I could win 20 trades in a row, if not more. And then I think I'm God in the market, and the market will humble me really quick, right? And that right there alone is telling me that, hey, look here, guy, you're not, you can't just curve past your rules and think that this works and this works. You need to stick to what works and what you created, because that's what works, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It sucks to know when you leave the charts, that's something that you spent countless man hours to create, which is a trading plan, and then you go and deviate from it.
Yeah.
That's tough, right? Because you can get mad all you want, right? And then when you go away, you're like, it was me from the get-go. It was me.
Yep.
It had nothing to do with the market. It was me, right? So the reason why I'm saying these things is because all these play together. These are connected dots. And if you're missing a dot, it's not going to work for you, man. It's not going to work.
Yeah, and I will say that if you don't have a strategy that you are like solid on, that you've done your assessments on, and that you have at least a 65% win rate with never ever going under 5% in a single day, then you need to get that going before you take this challenge.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to use this challenge to hone your skill. You don't want to use this challenge to try a new strategy. You want to use your tried and true strategy on this challenge. And if you don't have one, you need to develop it before you ever touch it. However, those free trial demos that they offer are a great way to do that, because they give you a really good assessment of your entire account and trading style, and it gets really detailed, and it gives you your win rate and your profit to loss ratio and everything that you could possibly want to know about your trading, except for the thoughts that are in your head.
Awesome. Thank you.
I remember what I was going to ask, Hunter. I'm sorry. And did you trade multi-sessions? Because I know sometimes you were trading a little bit of London, right?
Not so much. Well, I mean, 6 or 7 o'clock in my morning, so I guess that's London. And then also the gap, like I would watch the NAS at the end, like the beginning of Asian, I guess, when it opens back up, and if there was a gap, I would trade into the gap, like just fill the gap, and that helped me a lot. But after that, like, Asian session is just
Yeah.
And if there's no gap, then I don't get in. And actually, the gap had to be at least 50 wide. If it wasn't 50, I didn't want it.
Yeah. Cool. So good to know. And that's a good nugget for you guys. If you're new to trading too, is like, anytime there's a gap, the market makers always have to go back and fill that. So it doesn't matter what pair you're trading. It doesn't matter if it's a stock, it has to go back and fill that gap. It's just part of the technical that has to happen for it to correct itself, or price correct. And so I'm glad you brought that up, John, because that's a good little nugget. It's definitely something like that you guys, as new traders. So like, anytime you see a gap between a close of one candle and an open of the next one, like he said, he's talking like 50 pips or more.
Well, on the NAS 500.
On the 500. Yeah. So and that, you brought up another good point. That just depends on what you're trading too. Know your pairs, because on these challenges, guys, there's enough trades for you to take one pair and complete the challenge and the verification. Like, you don't need multiple pairs to be monitoring. You'll end up getting busted if you do. Everybody we've known that's tried to do a bunch of pairs, they end up losing. So some other good nuggets. Okay, Hunter, yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So John, I just want you to tell the viewers, give them one piece of advice for a newbie, for somebody that's brand new to trading, somebody that's brand new fixing to go down the FTMO road, somebody that's new to market maker. What would you have for them? It could be simple. It could just, it ain't even have to be nothing about you know, a rule that you go by. It's just something that's simplistic, or it could be a rule.
Head game is everything.
There you go.
Head game is absolutely everything. If you need to find a way to channel your emotions so that when you sit down at the charts, they are cooled down. Whatever way is your way. I mean, everybody has different ways. And don't listen to anybody ever that tells you that trading is easy or that it's not hard, because it's hard. Well, you know, and it's not the technicals, it's hard. I mean, an 8th grader could do the technicals, even younger than that. I mean, we all know that, right? But the head game it will teach you a whole lot about yourself. And just don't ever put any money in that you can't afford to just spend at the club.
Yeah.
You know.
There you go. See, you guys heard it from another person other than Joe and I that are on these every week, if not every other week. And guys, we've shot 2 mindset videos, and then the less viewed videos on our channel. That is
that's a problem.
That is a problem, right? So you heard it from another man that head game is everything when it comes to this market. If you want a career, if you want to do this full time, get your head game right.
Oh, right? Yeah, I have 2 more things.
Go ahead.
Don't think in money. Don't think in dollars.
There you go.
Think in pips and percentages. And don't, like, you have to break away from the whole job mentality. Like, you can't think of how much am I going to make per day? How much am I going to make per week, per month, or whatever. It has to be per trade or per position. And because you may or may not see a position that's good enough to get in for the day. And if you've got something in your head saying that you're making this much per day, then it's going to mess with you that you didn't see something that day. So it's all about how you articulate your goals. You have to articulate it correctly.
There you go. That's good stuff.
That last one is strong, because, you know, and we worked on this through the mastermind, is like everybody set goals, and like 90% of the goals that were set, Hunter and I had to go back through and say, come on guys, these aren't goals. These are just random thoughts. Like, let's make them specific. Let's make them measurable. Let's make them, you know, something that's attainable, realistic, and of course timely, which John just hit really on that right there. And that statement is like, you have to change the way you articulate your goals so that your mind can wrap its around it and support you in getting there. Because if you're just throwing out, like he said, a random number for a daily amount, you're going to pull your hair out. And you can see John's pulled his hair out a lot. That's why. But no, man, that's so good. Is there anything else that you wanted to share? I know Hunter, I think he has something to finish with, but anything else?
Just that trading will teach you a lot about yourself and a lot about your patience. And I can't remember who it is. He said it. I don't want to take credit away from him, but I don't remember his name to give him credit. But like, if you're not patient at your job, you're not going to be patient with your trades. If you're not patient with your kids, you're not going to be patient with your trades. And all of the crap that you deal with in the outside world, like, it comes with you to the charts. Like, that's your left leg, right? And you can't go anywhere without your left leg, you know. So you can't sit, you're not going to be successful sitting at the charts trading if your head is just going nuts over things in the outside or over the trades. Like, if you don't have a cool head, like, my thing is, remember your ABCs. Always be cool. If you're not cool, don't trade. Period.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't
I was waiting for you to say that. I was I was about to text you and tell you to say that. I love that. I love that quote, man. I love that quote. And yeah, if you guys go ahead, Joe, you want to say something?
I was gonna ask one more question because I've
Okay.
known John now. What, John? We've known you for about 2.5 years, 3 years, almost 3 years now, right?
Around there, yeah.
So, and all that time, like what changed in you? What were like the three things that changed in you to take yourself on in this way, to go out and say, I'm going to go complete this challenge, I'm going to be successful at it? Because you could have done this 3 years ago. You had enough skills to do it 3 years ago.
Well, I can tell you that pretty much the only thing that changed was I found out that it existed.
Okay.
Like, I didn't even know that it existed until Hunter talked about it, and I was like, wait, what? And then I did a little research in it, and just found out a little bit about it from Marius and whatnot. And then I was like, okay, yeah, well, let's do this. Why not?
Yeah. Cool. Another great student, guys, in our class, Marius. The guy's a beast. He's like Hunter, guys. He's a chart beast. So shout out to Marius as well. Thanks for bringing him up.
So
yes,
for people who think that they just don't have it, like they don't recognize patterns or the charts just confuse them and stuff, let me tell you, I am not visually artistic. I have trouble with patterns. I hate chart markups. I hate doing it so much. Okay, so much. I only did it while I was learning what to look for. I don't even do it anymore. Okay, but it's all about you. All you have to do is just watch the charts and watch how they move and learn how they move. Like Hunter's talking about with one pair. I did that with one pair. So if I go back and look at another pair, I'm gonna have to, look at it a little bit because I don't know how that one moves. But
he's married to the math.
right,
He
don't
is.
worry about not being good at math or not being good at any of that crap, because I'm not either. All right, because like it said, your head game is the main thing. The main thing. All you got to do is learn where to get in and where to get out and how to keep your head. That's it.
Right on. All right, Hunter.
Cool deal, guys. So this was a cool little story we wanted to share with you guys. John was totally up for doing a little interview with us. And yeah, if you're interested in joining the academy, joining Pippin and Dippin, we say this all the time right here at the end. If you guys want to come in the group and see and trade with John trades with us every day, live every morning. So if you guys want to come see what he's doing and see how he's passing these FTMOs, then come on. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to pull your leg, but what I think that what has helped me become the person and the trader that I am is having somebody in my corner, and so they can hold me accountable, right? So I think at the point, Forex, when you're by yourself and you're trying to do this alone, it sucks, and it's just going to take you longer. So I want to leave with this, and then we'll cut the video. And this quote here is very, very powerful when it comes to Forex. Stop chasing the money and chase the skill set. Okay, so once you get that skill set, then you'll never have to worry about money. Okay, so I will leave y'all with that, and you guys keep pipping and dipping, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Right on. Hey, thanks, John, for being on. Appreciate you, Hunter. All right, guys. Until the next video, we'll see you soon. Take care, guys.
Remember, your ABC is always be cool.
Yeah, there you go.